Bonjour, welcome to Read Feet, where today I will be talking about The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George. It is a fantastic read, and Oprah.com says, if you're looking to be charmed right out of your own life for a few hours, sit down with this wise and winsome novel. I think it is absolutely brilliant. It is 370 pages of adventure. And then it has from 371 to 384 a bonus for you. That's right, recipes. For example, they have lavender ice cream. So if you're willing and wanting to try something new, lavender ice cream, or an alternative recipe, lavender ice cream with lavender syrup or lavender honey. So if you're feeling adventurous and wanting a little bit more spice in your life, you could do lavender. So Nina George weaves the tale about a man named, I pronounced it Monsieur Perdu, but it is P-E-R-D-U, and he owns a little Paris bookshop. And what he does, what's interesting about this one is that it is on a boat. He actually has a shop that is on a boat, so people actually walk onto his boat and try and pick a book that they want, but they might have trouble, and so he will ask his customers, seems like run-of-the-mill questions, but that's not the case. He actually is listening to their voice and wanting to know like the candor and how they carry themselves. How is it, what do they need in their life? Do they need something to, perhaps a book to make them laugh, or perhaps a book to inspire them to do something? This character is really quite cool because he does that while he is trying to manage his own heartbreak. I won't ruin the surprise for you, but it is, there's another character who very much is close to Perdu, and the second half of the tale is his adventure for finding out what exactly happened 20-some years ago when he thought the woman that he loved walked out on him. So it's a story also of a young author who has hit it big with his first bestseller and now does not know what to do, is scared about failing because now he is a success and that would cause great strife, and very cool backstory about the young author as well, which might give you insight if you want to be a writer. And Nina George, just so you know, works as a journalist, writer, and storytelling teacher. Little Paris Bookshop spent more than a year on the bestseller list in Germany and was a bestseller in Italy, Poland, and the Netherlands. George lives in Berlin and in Brittany, France. So there is a bit of French words going on in here. At least I think so. I've read 2 Paris books back to back, so I know this one doesn't have huge sentences of French, so if you're a little bit intimidated by French, don't worry. There's a translation. I don't see any examples right now. I tend to give myself notes with these books. It is so much fun. I read this over, I think, a couple weeks. I wanted to enjoy it and savor the French flavor of the book. And it's really cool. Okay, here's a quote. "We are loved if we love, another truth we always seem to forget. Loving requires so much courage and so little expectation." I think that's really great. Come to love with an open heart, which is very fun. You also get to know a little bit more about Paris locations, or French locations, because she actually does give you a map, which is quite fun because this is my first Paris book that I've read, and so it's great to watch their journey. And also I can use it as a reference for the other Paris book I will talk about in another video. So for now, if you really want a fun read and you don't need a passport for it, it is The Little Paris Bookshop by Nina George. You will not be disappointed, and it is just so much fun to read and to find out what happens with the collected company that he gets when he goes on his journey. This is Read Feed. Thank you for tuning in. Au revoir!